lot of work today, a lot of cardio, running, bunch of stuff. You gotta do it, you gotta work. Go. Doing sprints. I'm not going to do a whole lot of these. We'll probably do about 10 of them today. Now he's going to start. And then I'm going to go. I'll film one more of them. He's going to take a minute here and rest. Is it working you?
Yep.
All right. Whenever you're ready, give me one more up and down. We'll do about 10 of these, Joe. Feel good about it? All right. Go. You see, he's moving like a big guy. He's moving like a linebacker. Anyway, I'm not going to film all this, but we're going to do about 10 of these, and then we're going to move on to something else. Got to get your road work in. He's already breathing hard. We've been lacking on a lot of... He's going to run about a mile here. And then we're going to go on to something else. We're going to do some speed drills. I'll probably film him up to right there and then stop it. So we got a bunch of boring content. Alright guys, we just did some sprints and some road work. We can call it court work because he ran around the court for a little over a mile and did 10 of the up and back sprints. So that'd be 20 sprints and all. And we've been neglecting our cardio some, so I threw those sprints in with it, and we've been neglecting, as I've been telling you, abdominal work. We just can't fit in every single thing we do. So he did some bag work earlier, which we'll probably put up in a short video. I didn't make a long video with that, and shadow boxing and such. And right now we're going to move to this is just an old school thing, but with a smaller ball. But this is a 4 kilogram slam ball, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to granny throw it to him, and he's going to toss it back to me. And normally we're a lot further apart, but we're kind of restricted with the area here because we're working at the house since we did the road work across the street here. So just to save us some time. So you about ready, son?
Yeah. What are we going to do?
I'll do this first. And then on the floor rack, as I call it, just come in and do anything you want, but just do it quick, right?
And go to like one.
You can go up one and come down one, and then we'll wait a minute and we'll get back on this. This is going to take a little bit of time. We've done this an hour at a time. But we're not going to do an hour today, but this helps him some with the abs, and it works the arms and the shoulders and the midsection too. So you ready? All right. And it gets heavy quick. And this is baby work compared to the way we normally do it.
Rocky.
Get out the way, Rocky. I have to get ugly with you if you keep getting in the way. Get down, Rocky. Go on. No, Rocky. Have to holler at him if this ball hits him, it'll hurt him. So yelling at him. I put Joe to doing this with little Diego. If you guys have been watching us for a long time, you remember who he is. And I walked out of the gym and went to the house and went and did a lot of stuff and had it on camera and came back hour and 20 minutes later, hour and 30 minutes later, and they were still doing it. I said, keep doing it until the first one quits. And we're not going to do this as extensive, but both them boys stayed at it when neither one of them would quit, and I had to get them to stop. And now keep in mind, before he's doing this, he's done all these sprints and jogging. And we didn't take no time between. We just walked right back up here, a block up, and got to this real quick. Now I'll have to take breaks in this, y'all, because I'm not in the best health in the world. Let me see how much time we burn off of here. We'll go about one more minute. So I'm going to do this in about 5-minute increments, and I was talking a little bit before we got started. And it's just about a little over 8 pounds, 8.5 pounds or whatever. And but it gets heavy quick. All right, Joe. Now just come up and do a quick up and down. All right, just take you a minute, son. Now we're going to wait a minute and get right back up on it. Rocky, if you don't, you're going to get penalized here. Come on. Come on. Put Rocky in the back room there. And we'll show one more of these, Joe. And I'll do it for about another 5 minutes. Is it working you? Is it working your abs or your... All right. You can get you a sip of water. Now we're going to do minimum of 20 minutes on this. So he'll have to do 3 more But I'm going to show you one more. So after he does this one, he's going to have to do 2 more. And then we'll move on to some other things. I'm not sure what all I'll put up and what I'll show you today. I'm probably going to have a forward to this or ending to this because, yeah, on the end of this video, I'm going to have talking about what I've heard that Jake Paul is going to be fighting Anthony Joshua. Let me give you a little talk on that. All right, good. Ready? All right. And this will work. It gets heavy pretty quick. And this is what it's about. This is the stuff nobody cares to pay much attention to, or it's the backbreaking stuff, the tedious and boring stuff that makes all champions. Now, when I end this, guys, I'm just going to go right on into doing some talking with you. Watch that light bulb.
Sorry.
You all right? A little bit longer. Yeah, we're kind of toning back a little bit on doing barbell and dumbbell work. 5 more. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And that's 5. Like, give yourself a run here. Up and down. And we're going to do 2 more of these. I'm going to stop the filming here. And in a minute, I'll be setting down. It'll be like a minute to you, but it's going to be about 15 minutes to us. And I'll sit down and talk to you guys about what I think about the Joshua Jake Paul fight, which ain't, I'm not thinking too much of it, but I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, we've concluded the workout. I went as long as I could, granny throwing him the slam ball. I could have pushed him a little harder on that, but he got some good running in today. A lot of reflex bag work in, a lot of sprinting in. So all in all, it was a good day. We're pulling away from weight work and focusing more on the cardio aspects of things as we can, and speed and just the whole, building the whole package. And we do so many different things that you can't fit everything in. Always lacking in something. There's always that extra thing that we wish we could get to, or have a regret that we didn't get to. But right now I'm going to talk to you about the Jake Paul, seen online where he had, I don't know if it's true or not, but where they are finalized and or signed for Anthony Joshua to fight Jake Paul. Okay, how's this fight going to work out? This is going to sound bold to the lot of you. It's going to sound very bold. Unless Anthony Joshua specifically, it's a motorbike just went by, comes to my house and sees me and spends damn near 2 weeks to a month with me to get the clogged up mess out of his head, he's going to get knocked out by Jake Paul. I know a lot of you can't see it, but then again, a lot of people don't quite grasp the psychology of this. And a lot of people, they just see the fighter, if he fought as a great fighter in his last fight, a lot of you say, oh, he's one of the greatest. If the guy fought poorly in his last fight, a lot of you will say, this guy was no good. And you can't base things off that. But what you can base things off of, with somebody like Anthony Joshua, he's got what I begrudgingly say, because I truly love this guy, he's got the John Tate syndrome. He's lucky if he would not have bounced back from the first fight he had with the Mexican guy. Now I'm forgetting the guy's name. The guy that beat Joshua for those Ruiz, Andy Ruiz. Had he not been come back, if he would have just got knocked a little more silly in that second fight, Joshua's career would have been done at that point. And it's done now. And unless he can get himself psychologically settled with things that has happened to him in the fight game and get the inner psychology working right within him, Jake Paul's going to knock him the hell out. So if they can stretch it and take it to 10 rounds. Now, this is bold right here. And I say this because I don't see any of these trainers today that have, any of them, that have, I would go as far as to say none of them that can really get up. Maybe Teddy Atlas could. I believe he could get in the head psychologically and correct what's been damaged. And if Joshua doesn't get that corrected, he's not going to stand a chance. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting sick, really. England owns boxing right now. They certainly own the heavyweight division as well. So I see why what I'm fixing to say they have the right to do. But I'm sick of seeing these three guys fight, and it would be White, and I forget the other fellow's name, and Joshua, and the other guy, he's a black guy, and Chisora. And I'm getting sick of seeing these three guys go against people and getting their asses kicked. And I don't think any one of the three, they're not even really being battle testers for anybody else in the group of heavyweights. But when you got the money in your country, and you got the heart in your country, you got the grit and the backbone in your country, you can do what you want. And in the USA, we've had the same thing. A bunch of people that weren't even testing the field, the up-and-comers, unexciting fights, but we made those fights because we used to own the heavyweight division. And he who owns the heavyweight division owns boxing. And that's just a fundamental fact. He who owns the country that owns that division owns the deal. I'm going so bald-headed, guys. I'm pure sick of seeing those three fight, but unless Joshua can really get to somebody that can really get drilled in his head, this mess is over, it's done, move on, and put in his spirit that he is being commanded to go out there and rip this YouTuber apart. He's going to lose to this YouTuber. And I don't like it. And I know, this would never get to Anthony Joshua, but if it does, I'm telling you, son, you need to get your ass to me for a minimum. Really, you need a month, just with me. And you come here, get your head cleared, you get out of Europe, come see me, and you'll get your mess together, and you'll go in there and rip this YouTube guy to shreds. Now, why is this old man not looking at Jake Paul like he's professional now? Number one, he's been fighting old guys. Number two, everybody's fault's been a lot smaller and disadvantaged to him in one area of the big arena. Another reason is I feel like a couple of these fights have been damn well thrown. Well, how do you know? I've seen enough thrown fights that the damn well young people just can't see, and old timers deny, and things like that. Been around the block a lot, seen a whole lot. And I don't respect the fact that you got this famous YouTuber that is buying the best that money can buy. And if the YouTuber's still hanging out when Joe gets of age, the YouTuber, Joe will fight the YouTuber. And Joe will defeat the YouTuber. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Joe will not only beat the YouTuber, he will knock the YouTuber spark out very early, very early. Probably dependent on how much the YouTuber runs his mouth would dictate how it would be drawn out to punish him before he gets his fanny knocked out. I don't respect anybody in any sport. I don't respect a football team that goes out there and buys all the talent, where maybe a team in a smaller market can't afford that. I don't like the way sports go today with mess like that and free agency and all this player free reigning, because you have 3 to 5 teams like in the NFL that they're there every year. They're always in the playoffs, they're always up there at the top, and they got the money. And it's not fair to the smaller markets. So I don't like it in boxing if somebody would go out here and buy the best trainers, get the best science in this, get the best of this and this, the best trainer in that, and all these things, and just waltzing into a sport like this. Now, does that boy work? Yeah, he works. Does he work harder than the rest of the guys? No. You all think he does. I all know that he doesn't. See, I'm around the best worker all the time. I'm damn able to put a good logist on that. Who would I like to see Jake Paul fight? I would like to see the boy fight Usyk and just end this thing and end it now. With Joshua, Chisora, or White, with White and Chisora, could they be bought off? Well, yeah, probably quite easily. And we could just have a skip play out. Joshua, I don't think he'd have to buy out. He wants to fight Joshua because Joshua's a damaged fighter. He's very psychologically damaged, this guy. He is. So that's my thoughts on that. And I earnestly mean this. If this was somehow to get across Joshua, you bring the ass over here, where I be in South America, you'd spend 2 weeks to a month with me. I'll send you home, or wherever that fight's gonna be, kicking this kid's ass out. Psychologically damaging Paul. And I guarantee you that. You'll come up on something that you ain't never came up on before. You come hanging around with me for a little while. Get your head screwed on straight. Quit walking around puffed up because you're damaged, and you need to realize you're damaged. You need to go through a reparation phase in your brain. So that's my thoughts on that. And much love to all you guys. I'll end it with Christ as King, Lord, and Savior up in here, like I normally do, and unapologetically hope that He is where you are, and if He's not, unapologetically hope that He will be. And much love to you guys. It's hump day, so I hope the rest of the week goes by real quick for you. And remember, to the victor, which is the hardest working, goes the spoils. Don't ever forget that. It's what boxing's all about.